Did we tell you that, German?
What?
That Chris and I had a gift sub battle in his channel?
No.
It's like a rap battle, but less intense.
Yeah, and nobody got bodied.
And no microphones were dropped.
That's true. Yeah, I think I gifted like 11, I think. I was actually aiming for your new viewer. What was his name? G-Unit?
Yeah.
And both times that I like gifted 5 random ones, I wish you could pick the 5.
I wish it would like prioritize people that are in chat.
Yes, that are in chat.
That
like,
too.
Because it just does it randomly, yeah.
So I missed twice. Like, so I gifted 10 subs. I think half the people that were in there got them. And then fucking, Chris gifted a sub to me. And I was like, no.
Yeah, for 3 months.
Yeah, because I mentioned that I was getting fucking ads. I was like, oh, goddamn it, I got ads. And then I managed to, I just did it individual. I was like, okay, I'm just going to pick you. And I gifted one to G-Unit. And then I think you went up me again at the end.
I did it. I did it to you, and then I did it to someone else. I gifted 3 months of subs. Yeah.
To who? Hey Jay? No, who?
No, man. Oh, I did do Hey Jay. That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think it was you and Hey Jay I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it 3 people? I don't know. I don't remember.
No, I think it was just 1. Yeah. So all right.
Okay.
13 people won that day.
Yeah.
For no reason.
I think you can select like individual person to gift a sub to, no?
You can,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, but when you
were
do,
just trying to random. Yeah.
Well, I was just trying to do 5 at once because it's discounted.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But yeah,
you can gift community subs, which will give it to people randomly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one I was saying. I wish it would do it to people or prioritize people who are in chat.
Sure.
And then you can gift individually.
It should be like in chat, and like activity history, if you will. Like, what if it gifts to someone who doesn't even fucking log into Twitch anymore? You know?
Well, yeah. Who was it? Copy to pasty.
Yeah, I haven't seen in years.
Yeah. That person's just gonna get an alert and be like, "Oh shit, Chris."
Yeah. Well, and sometimes you can not even follow the channel. And if you've even been in there, like to watch them.
What?
Yeah.
That's
I've had it happen to me, and it happened to someone else whose channel I was in earlier today.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten random, just fucking like I get an alert and I'm like, who the fuck? I don't remember this channel.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like sometimes you're in a channel and they'll raid someone else. And you like leave after that, and then a month later or whatever. Oh, you got gifted to this other channel. It's like, who? Yeah. And you'll go like, oh, I think I remember this person vaguely one time. Like,
yeah, it might like help kind of promote that channel again. So you could be like, oh yeah, what were they all about? Let me try to remember. Yeah. Go back in there, but then it's just like,
which is the idea behind that. Like, that's why Twitch randomizes it. But still, like, there should be a setting. The streamer gets to choose like prioritize. I'm not saying like it has to be someone in my channel or it has to be someone who watched friends only. Yeah, exactly. But like prioritize those people or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then that way, if you want to do that, you can. If you want to have it prioritize just random people to where it'll draw people in or whatever, that's fine too. So,
yeah, but it should be a choice. But
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that happened.
Good times.
Fuck.
That was me streaming this game actually.
Oh, you were streaming, huh? Yeah.
It was trying to think of the word, but nothing comes to mind.
It was a Damn It Chris stream.
Yeah, so he who shall not be named. I hope you understand why I said only 5 missions, because I knew it was going to take that long. So
I was talking to him because we were playing Monster Hunter last night, and I was talking to him, and I told him how long it take. He's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh yeah, it was just normalized people. That's why." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, it was a boss fight, easy first try, no problem, but it's just normal people. I was like, yeah,
normal people.
Seriously, mission 4, he did something that normal people don't do on mission 4. He captured the tank. Yeah, he fucking non-lethal the tank.
I did too.
No, but it's like it's not what normal people do.
No, not what normal people should do. But
yeah, normal people are just like, fucking, this tank's pissing me off, just get rid of it. But no, he fucking took his time. He took out the guys, and then the guy popped up, and then he captured the tank.
Yeah.
which is not like a like common knowledge of how to capture a vehicle, right? Like take out the guys and they keep coming out, and then the guy.
I remember they said something in the beginning.
Yeah, Kaz tells
was like take out the tank or take out all the people surrounding him to complete the mission or something.
Something like that.
Right, but they don't give you like the instructions on how to do it.
No. Oh. Well, they don't tell you how to. Well, I'll tell you this much. I did it that way my first time ever, but this time I couldn't remember, and so I was like, "What the fuck do I do?" So I was like, "Fuck it," and I started shooting the tank, but I didn't bring a rocket launcher or nothing. So I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna have to quit this mission."
Right.
And he pops out. I was like, "Oh," I was like, "I don't remember that." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then I died because news to you guys, I am playing on the fucking PSP PS. Because I forgot how much on the emulator. I'm playing the PSP version.
Oh, okay.
That's how am I supposed to play the HD?
Gotcha.
My PS3 is broken, remember?
That's right.
Yeah. I was like, wait. I'm like, it's fucking broken. Shit.
Mine were all broken too from the last game, remember?
Yeah, all yours.
Oh, yeah, we broke the PS3.
Setting fire to it, hitting with rocket launchers, throwing it out the window.
So I'm playing PSP, so I'm playing the original version. So it's kind of working out the way I wanted it, just to see if there's any kind of differences. I'm playing with the claw, just so you know. What am I supposed to do? Force it?
Fucking no, just map the D-pad to the right stick.
Yeah.
I know. That's what you can do that, but I'm not gonna.
You're so frustrating, German.
He's such a sadist.
I know.
Or masochist? Masochists like pain. Okay, yeah. Sadists like to give pain. Masochists like to receive pain, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Rajang is the sadist. He's the masochist.
I'm the masochist.
Yes. Rajang is the one that gives you the pain.
So he's the sadist.
In the gimp suit. Oh, man. Yeah, I was...
Pardon me if you hear anything. I'm fucking eating a hot ramen soup right now. It's my cure. It's my Mexican cure. Hot soup with lots of chile and a cold soda. Cures everything.
For the cold... Okay, I guess...
No,
a warm soda wouldn't be good.
No. I mean, ice cold soda with the hot soup always fixes things.
Hot temperature or hot spicy?
Hot spicy.
So it's a cold soup.
What? No. Hot and spicy.
Yeah, both. Hot and spicy.
Okay.
And then a nice cold soda. Always works.
Yes, for the listeners out there, German has been sick.
This one hit me hard.
Yeah, he had a whole 6 days off of work.
Almost.
He showed up to the meeting for 2 hours, infected everybody at the meeting, and then left.
No.
The gift that keeps on giving.
No, man. I've been out for a minute, dude. We barely didn't play any Monster Hunter, barely anything with you guys that one day. And the next night,
we forced you.
Just you fucking. I was like, I'm so done.
We're like, no, you got to get to the surprise.
That's how I knew it was bad. It's like we're forcing German to play Monster Hunter. What's wrong? Who is this?
And then the next day, I told Bonnie, she was like, hey, I'm on if you want. She's like, okay. And I was like, I don't really want to do anything. I just want to walk around the map and fuck around. She's like, okay. So we just fished and just chatted. I'm like, I'm just tired. I don't want to do shit.
Nice. It's good that the game lets you do that. You guys could just do an environmental link and just fuck around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went fishing. We did a lot of cool shit. We found some quote unquote secret fish or whatever, little environmental secrets and stuff. That was cool.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like it. Yeah, that's for Monster Hunter podcast, but there's some stuff that I want to talk about that. That's going to be funny for next week. So
for 2 days from now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
I just want to make sure we're not skipping another week.
No. And then another last minute news for me. I was about to send my setup to the garage because my wife's sick too, and she's trying to sleep, so I'm trying to be quiet too. But I went to the garage, and as I'm looking for the extension cord, I literally said, we haven't moved these boxes in forever. That's prime fucking Black Widow fucking habitat. Bam, right. Black Widow, motherfucker. I'm like, all right, well, we'll stay in the bedroom for today. So I got to do a nice deep clean.
Did you get permission from the guild to do the hunt?
Yeah, no shit. But yes, I saw my first Black Widow in the house, and it was a big boy too. And we let our cats in the garage, so I can't let them in the garage until we make sure it's pretty good for them. Yeah, so Black Widow will fuck them up. It's deadly from what I've read.
Yeah, for smaller beings, I guess is what I would say. A toddler or animal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no good. Yeah, I mean, it's almost as deadly to adults. Like you definitely get insanely sick and probably have to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
But I guess it's rare for it to be fatal. Like you'd have to have a heart condition or some shit.
Sure, something.
But still, it's I would not think it was pleasant.
No, I don't want to get bit by a fucking Black Widow. Are you kidding me? Fuck.
Yeah. So Chris, you put your PS3 back together like your sister's computer, or what?
A little bit better than that. I learned from some of my mistakes. Oh man, that was bad.
It gave me something to do, so I'm not mad at you. It was fun.
Oh, I'm glad. It gave me a reason to pay you back, so I'm not mad either.
Pay me back with what?
For doing the PC. Remember I bought the game for you.
Oh, god damn it. That's right. Fuck.
I just love, and I want everyone to know this, that he meant it in the kindest way possibly. His response, because I texted him right afterwards, and I was like, "Oh, you should check your email."
No reason.
And the first thing he texted me back was, "You fucker." And I was like, you know what? That just shows how good of a friendship we have. Yeah. Because a good friend would be like, "Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, blah, blah, blah." It's like, that's gross. No. A best friend will be like, "You fucker, why the hell did you do that?"
Yeah. The game he's talking about is Monster Hunter Wilds, by the way.
Yeah.
Did we explain in this podcast what happened with your sister's PC? Yes, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because
I don't know. Did
because we missed last week's Monster Hunter. So
yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah,
I can't tell because I've told this story so many times to so many different people. I don't know. I'll assume that we said it in this podcast. Let's just say, I had to I had to rebuild an entire computer, basically.
Yeah, if it's not in last week's episode, listen to the other podcast and it'll be in there somewhere. Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
Maybe and just rebuild, like reinstall the works.
Yeah, I had to pull the whole thing
basically
apart.
rebuilt rebuilt the whole PC.
I didn't think I was going to have to. I was like, okay, I won't have to take the CPU off the motherboard because, and then I was like, wait, Chris, did you take the plastic off? He didn't know, so I was like, okay, I guess I'm just going to reseat the CPU. But
yeah,
it was good anyways. It needed new paste since it didn't do anything for 2 years.
That's true. Yeah, that turned out to be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it was a good thing. Yeah, and I thought about it too. I was like, I should probably just do this just in case. But yeah. Anyways, what'd you do, Chris?
Played Monster Hunter. I played a little more Marvel Rivals. Did a bunch of work around the house. Starting to do some cleaning and stuff. We're gonna have some company over pretty soon. My father-in-law will be coming over.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's been a relatively busy week, but productive at that. So I'm good with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did. I honestly don't know what the hell I did.
One of those that just kind of time fell away from you.
Yeah. I didn't stream again. I'm trying to figure out what to do with streaming. I may just finish Silent Hill 3 and not stream actually, because I'm looking into getting my A+ certification, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically you study like the basics of computers and then you go pay to take a test and they give you a certificate that says, hey, you know all this shit. And then it makes it easier for you to get fucking other jobs and whatever.
Yeah.
I may or may not take the test for the actual certification. It all depends because not all jobs require it. Not all jobs even ask for it nowadays. I mean, it's no big deal. Like I have all the resources. I have all the textbooks that I need. There's a guy on the internet called Professor Messer. That's his last name, Messer. And it's perfect. Professor Messer. What is his first name? Probably John. Who knows? He's a Johnny. So I'm watching his videos and he just kind of goes over like the things that will be on the test. He has his own website. So if anyone out there is ever interested in like getting your A+ certification, he has a whole website, professormesser.com. He's got all the resources there. You can pay him to be able to download his videos and I think like sample exams and notes and stuff like that. So really good resource there. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just studying for that. So I think that's what's probably going to take up most of my time as much as I would like to stream. I want to move ahead, especially in something that I already know. Like, I feel like I could probably take the test. Well, maybe not now because I don't know the newest technologies, but I have all that basic knowledge. I feel like I know 75% of it. And yeah, so I just want to make sure I'm like ready for whenever there's like, what's it called? An opportunity within the company we work for or outside of the company. Yeah. I just want to get like a whole refresher of everything that I don't know and shit, because I'm already reading stuff and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Oh shit, I didn't know this. So yes, I could technically take it now, but I would rather not waste $253 on failing a test.
Is it one try per price for buy-in?
Yeah. And it's 2 tests. So it's $253 per test.
Cool.
I don't want to fucking take 2 tests and waste $500. Not pass. So
I would blame you for that.
Yeah, no, and it's not like like, oh, I gotta study this shit. Like I do want to learn all this stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna focus on. As much as I want to go back to streaming, and like I have all these 3 games that like I put on the Discord, like, hey, what do you guys want me to play? And now I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm starting to feel pigeonholed. I'm just like stuck doing cable, and not that there's anything wrong with doing cable. Like I like doing it, but like the A+ stuff gets you into help desk with IT, which is what I've been doing since I was like 15 years old. I've been doing basic help desk stuff, helping people and reinstalling their shit, helping them with whatever, rebuilding Chris's sister's computer. Like it's all the same shit. And I'm like, I should actually be doing a job where I'm already doing that. And then from there, move forward, move beyond to networking, maybe security and shit like that. So yeah.
I mean, not to mention the other day when I was having issues with my Bluetooth, you asked me if I turned them off and back on. That worked, so.
It's like the easiest fucking thing ever. Welcome back, everybody, to Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast, where we discuss the games from 1987 all the way to the present in chronological release date order. I am Noise, your host, and I am accompanied by my 220 1101 and my 220 1102.
No.
I think our producer would understand that joke.
Okay. I don't.
Yeah, German and Chris.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
But yeah, we are finally playing Peace Walker. Yeah. As we said earlier, it took Chris an entire stream to get through 5 main ops, which I knew was going to be a thing, which is totally fine. I want him to. You also did side ops, right? Extra ops.
I did the first extra op. The other ones were basically like target practice stuff, and I was like, that doesn't sound fun to me. So
okay, yeah.
I didn't. I did straight missions because I'm sick, but not because I don't like it.
Yeah. No, I like. I mean, the target practice it's not
necessary.
Yeah, but you can go in there and fuck around with any weapon you want. Like it's literally not on a timer or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I think you can get S rank if you do the timer, but you can just go in there and just like shoot shit and then just leave. Or you can just go in there and then leave, and it'll still say you completed it. Like you don't have to shoot anything. It's literally just a shooting. What's it called? Not a shooting range. Gallery.
Well, it's like
an indoor. It's an indoor shooting range.
It's on the base, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it would be inside the MSF base. Is it MSF? No, now it's called. Did they call it a new name?
I don't know.
No, they're still calling it. There's the mother base MSF.
Okay,
mother base.
We didn't want to say mother base without saying mother base.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's on mother base, and basically, it's just there for you to test your weapons.
Yeah, I did get an S rank on that first side op, where you rescue the guy who was found out or whatever. Yeah,
cool.
It's the only one I've gotten an S rank on so far,
and the only one you ever will.
Yep. Oh man.
But yeah, Chris, give us your take real quick, and then we'll go over story and gameplay.
I like it a lot. To me, it's like almost a cross between MGS3 and Portable Ops. It kind of takes a little bit of the best of both worlds and combines them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And combines them where it's MGS3 in the sense that like obviously in Portable Ops you were Big Boss 2, but like the graphics are better. Huh? Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry, spoilers.
No, I know what you mean. This is what it is. In Portable Ops, you would just go to a specific zone and that was it. This one you're actually like transitioning between zones in each mission. Yeah, so you get that feeling of like now entering the north area, the south area, and you get to see more of like more than just like what if you were in the docks, all you saw was cargo boxes. Now you go to the docks, but you have to actually get to the dock. I know what you're saying. No, I agree. Totally agree with you. I have not played this game in forever, and I know I like it, but I didn't remember much about it. So I'm digging it right now.
Yeah.
But keep going, Chris. Keep going. I got some little what do you call that thing?
Tidbits?
No, not tidbits.
Critiques?
No. Like Easter eggs. Easter eggs. There you go. Easter eggs. Oh, like little trivia. There you go. Like trivia for this game. That I was like, dude, I know this, and I looked it up. Like, dude, that's awesome. So
yeah. So the characters are interesting. Amanda seems pretty cool, I guess. She's all right.
I guess.
I like the kid. What's his name? Chico, yeah, I love him. He is my favorite so far.
Okay.
Because twice he's asked adults for cigarettes, and I was like, you know what? You go, kid.
yeah, I guess.
Straight up tried to take a cigar from his sister and everything. I was like, that's awesome.
She's like, give me one. And she's like,
she's just holding him back, just like one hand.
I will admit, I thought it was kind of cool how like he's like, do you got to smoke or some shit? And Big Boss straight up gives him a cigar. He lights it and then just pulls it from his mouth. He's like, he used them to light the cigar. Like, that's dope.
Yeah.
And this is the first time it says, well, it straight up says cigars aren't for kids. But other than that classic, cigars are bad for you, Snake, but do what you're going to do anyways. Like this one's like, stop smoking, kids, or don't smoke, kids, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those commercials, like, you don't want to end up like me. Those fucking commercials, Jesus.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, maybe I should stop smoking. And I just kept smoking for like 10 more years.
So, Chris, have you Noise as well. Hold on. Hopefully we don't get Metal Gear. Okay. No Metal Gear. I'm moving my mic.
Oh, fucking. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So I was mentioning it many episodes back. I don't even know anymore how this game, I was like confused, but I was pretty sure this was the one that did it, that implements something different. And you were like, oh, you're trying to hint at the Fulton recovery. I was like, no, something else. This one changes how you change weapons and items. It no longer pauses the game anymore when you switching. Yeah, it's still fucking live. Yeah. And I remember the first time I ever caught that back, when I first played this game. I remember it threw me for a fucking loop because I was standing in front of the guard and I was like, shit, let me equip my rations. So I'm like fucking holding circle and I'm like looking for the rations. Like, I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm getting shot. So I think it's, I remember hating it at first. I'm like, that's bullshit. That you're supposed to pause the game. But then I was like, you know what? I kind of like it. Like it adds more realism to an extent,
Right, yeah.
I also noticed, completely forgot that they completely replaced your knife with a fucking stun baton here for some reason. I don't know why. The game is still rated M, right? So why the fuck did they do that? That's just a weird aesthetic choice.
I think it's to give you an alternate option for non-lethal takedowns.
But M4 you could stab them or tase them with the same knife. Well, but this is the past, so that wouldn't exist. So
that'd be ridiculous if there was future technology in the past.
Yeah, no shit. I know.
Like flying segways.
Yeah. but no, it was just an interesting concept that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about the stun baton. I'm like, I don't ever think I ever used it my first playthrough. I don't know if I'll be using it this playthrough. So, and then the biggest change too, which is like literally reinforced into you. But when you're training, which we'll get to that in a minute, is he goes, hold X to lay down or go prone. And he goes, you cannot crawl when you are prone.
Yeah,
I repeat, you cannot crawl. And I was like, whoa, damn. Like he fucking, and I just thought it was the funniest thing. I don't know why you can't crawl.
I don't know why they made this a thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I've never looked for the answer. Like it definitely doesn't seem like a limitations thing. I think it was just a choice. They literally said, nope.
I mean, maybe they were on acid. So
that's true. That's what I'm saying. I think maybe this was another like, hey, you know how you guys have been bitching about crouch walking? Here you go. But you can't crawl now. Like, what the fuck? Like a big F you.
Yeah, that is really weird. I wonder if someone figured out a mod to allow you to
do that.
Yeah,
you should look into that. Definitely.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that till now. But I mean, also, I never really needed it.
No, the truth is you don't really need
this
it.
Game, at least. In other games, because there's like, there's vents and holes that are lower. This one doesn't have any of that. Like it's pretty straight up.
Yeah. It is weird though, like not having to crawl underneath cars or in vents and all that, like you just got to look at the game differently now. Cause right in the beginning on the beach, there's like a branch that you're like, oh, I should build to crawl. I'm like, no, like you can't crawl. Like you got to climb,
Yep.
And then the other thing that I didn't remember at all, and I love it, is the interactable cutscenes.
Oh, right.
I thought that was super cool. Did you catch those, Chris, or were you like, distracted?
I loved it. Well, there was one, I think the first one where you're talking to that little girl and it's like zoom in. So I zoom in. All of a sudden it shows her under. I was like, okay, zoom back out. I'm not doing that anymore.
No, not just that one though. I'm talking about the The one where
like the guy you have
the
to
guy
like
attacks you,
chase.
yeah, and
I did those. I got
okay.
I think the first one I did, I got a 9 out of 10.
Okay,
in the cutscenes, everyone since then I've gotten a 10 out of 10.
Okay, yeah. I was watching that cutscene, and it's and I was like, wait, what? And I was like, R1. I was like, oh shit, like, oh, what the fuck? I don't remember this. I'm like, this is dope. And then like, when you're shooting down the little drones or whatever, the little flying machines, the ciphers or whatever, I was like, dude, this is dope. I'm like, I don't want to miss them because like I want to get the credit for getting them, but I'm like, I'm sure it changes the cutscene if you miss them. So
I think it just
you don't get the points for it
again. Yeah,
or maybe you don't get the points for it. That's gotta be it. Maybe, but I thought that was pretty cool. I like that a lot.
Chris, what control scheme did you choose?
Oh, yeah.
I did the control scheme from MGS3 or MGS4 actually.
Okay, so shooter type.
Yeah, shooter type. Yeah.
That's that's a good choice actually because it just makes more sense. Like the whole.
Yeah.
I think action type is MGS3 and before.
That's what I'm using because I kind of have to because, well, I'm forcing myself to play this way because otherwise it would switch.
Have to.
Well, but either way though, I'm actually I only have two. I have action and shooter, I believe, or one more other one.
You have hunter also.
A hunter. Those are the three. Yeah. Are those the same for you guys? Those same three?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because Chris said Metal Gear 4, so I thought maybe it was actually labeled Metal Gear 4 or something.
No, it's the shooter one because you use L to aim and R1 to attack.
But I thought it was cool that it did mention, what was it, Freedom Unite?
Yes, that's hunter type.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's square to attack.
That's action type.
That's actually, I'm doing action. That's right.
Yes. That's the traditional Metal Gear, like I said, Metal Gear Solid 1 to 3.
Okay.
Where you would attack with square, which now seems weird.
It does. Yeah.
But when I go back to those games, I'm like, it just clicks back in and I'm okay with it. But I'm like, I can't do that in Peace Walker because I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me now.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel natural, maybe. But
yeah, other than that, I like that kid. He's got a feisty attitude. I love it. I'm all for it. Is it Kaz?
Uh-huh.
Kaz is a guy you talked to recently, right? Or regularly, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kazuhiro?
That's basically Master Miller, isn't it?
Basically, yeah. His name is Kazuhara Miller. So
yeah. but it is like the actual Master Miller.
I mean, or is it? Yes. Like I get your doubting because Master Miller's name is McDonald Miller.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, this kind of starts throwing people like off because they're like, wait, I thought his fucking name was McDonald Miller. Why is his name Kazuhiro Miller? There is stuff I believe in this game that will reveal why his name is Kazuhiro Miller.
Okay.
And then why we also know him as McDonald Miller.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see. There's like a whole way to look through lore, look and listen through lore.
Mm-hmm.
That's outside of cutscenes and stuff.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil that yet.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because we haven't received any of that yet, right, Sherman?
Was that? No.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
No, not that I know of as of right now either.
Yeah, not yet.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. The Fulton recovery system is pretty cool. It's
absolutely. It's
the only thing I guess I'm a little weary about is that there is a limit on the Fulton recovery system, whereas with portable ops there was no limit on how many people you want to drag to boxes. So that's the only thing I have to kind of keep mind of.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, otherwise it's been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. The cutscenes are great because I love the art style and everything. A lot of really enjoy that. That's cool.
What I was going to mention was as well was speaking of this is actually wood and everything, but on this one, since it's maybe a direct sequel and not like graphic comics, like the characters look like they're supposed to look. They don't have any abstract looks to them or any kind of
it's a more unified
style. Absolutely. Yeah, like everything looks like the way it should. Not that there's nothing wrong with the graphic comics, but there was plenty of times where like, what the fuck am I looking at here? Remember? And then this one's like, nope, it's very more grounded to what it should be. Yeah.
Yes, the characters don't all look Asian for no reason.
Exactly. Yeah, like
or change skin colors throughout.
Yeah, or just crazy ass angles.
Fortune was black at the beginning of the comic, and then all of a sudden she was white by the end. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say about that. Yeah, the Fulton. It is interesting that they tell you can only do 100 per mission,
But not only that, but you have limited supply that you start with.
Oh yeah, to start with, you can find some on the map, and
I know, but
and stuff.
Yeah,
and stuff. You've been assigning people, and you can upgrade stuff, right?
Yeah.
I
actually got a hard time about that. I've been apparently assigning them wrong. Yeah, I'm pulling a U, so I will need to next time go back and redo that.
maybe that's why I was fucking up on the other one too, is because I was going off of this one's bar, and the other one was about what's on their fucking skill.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was putting a guy with an A rank on medical that had R&D on medical, and you're like, but he's R&D. I'm like, but he has a fucking A rank in medical. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, all right, whatever. So maybe that's why I was doing it from this one, because this one is all about what's their highest stats, stick them in that unit.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I actually forgot all about the actually leveling up portion of stuff. I remember obviously making new technology, but like, you upgrade your hush puppy and everything. I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, this is kind of cool. One thing that you unlocked pretty early that is pretty cool, you'll definitely be using it more later on, is the analyzer. Have you seen that, Chris? Have you tried using it?
I have not seen that yet, no.
Oh, then maybe your R&D isn't that high? It should be.
I don't know when you get it. So this is going to be weird too, is like, should we talk about things that he would unlock, or should he tell us what he's unlocked?
Yeah, whatever he's got, it's fine. I mean, I'm sure it's going to happen soon. I'm surprised we missed it. Or maybe I'm wondering if, how random the soldiers you collect are. So maybe he just hasn't had that level quite high yet, just right yet,
I wonder if he has to like unlock another like department. You know what I mean?
But he has them. I literally made checkpoint, and I have one. I have all the ones that I know he should have. Actually, I have all of them.
Right? Intel's the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, Chris? You have combat, R&D, kitchen or some shit like that.
She goes in combat, though, by the way, is where you put him.
She goes in combat.
Is that where you put him, Chris?
Hey,
I put him in R&D.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I you put him in combat.
So Chris had all of them. So now it's just about like where he puts them. Okay. I'm assuming, like I said, just depends on what their stats are. Like, it's just random. So, but anyways,
I do have a question. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. Is there actually going to be a department for? Because I know Snake made a joke about it, about like news articles or something. Is that actually going to be a thing, or is it not?
News articles.
Yeah, no, well, because like I've had a few soldiers now. They'll be like, "Oh, I can write a mean piece, and I've known for my writing abilities, and like they in their skills, it talks about like they're good at writing news articles or whatever." And then when Miller calls you one time, he's like, "Oh, I've got a great idea for another group or whatever." And Snake's like, "Let me guess, you got some idea for a hotshot article or something like that?" And he's like, "No, but that's a good idea too." And then he tells him what it actually is. And
I didn't get that one. Not that I know of. No, I think it might just be some kind of joke. But I thought maybe you were confusing when he's like, you want to put some ads out in the local paper. And he's like, hear me out. He's like, we can make some extra money.
What it was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I do like, you should mention that, like, is reading some of what the soldiers have to say. They kind of give you some tips in there too, like one of the tips they tell you is something that you should know, not just you, but one should know, but maybe you don't, is when you throw that stun grenade, if you look, remember we told you, I think back in Metal Gear 3, if you look away from it, you don't get flashed. Like your physical character has to look away, otherwise you'll get fucking flashed too, and it's the coolest.
Doesn't your camera also have to look away?
You know what? I don't know anymore. I thought it was just your character, but I thought it was your camera at the same time, so
yeah, I'm not sure anymore. Both, isn't it? I mean, for safety, I always do both.
Yeah, I don't really use stuns too much, but I mean, I'll experiment with it. But yeah, they tell you little tips like that, some of the shit they say is just dumb too. You're like, it definitely still got some comedy in here. Some love.
One of the ones, and in Chris's, when I was watching Chris's stream, he said something fucking hilarious, and I don't remember what it was, but I was like, the hell. Because I don't read anything that they fucking say. I'm just like, you work for me. You go there, you go here, you go there. You fuck what you guys say.
I went through all of them.
I know. I did too. Chris was reading everything. And I was like, okay, good. He's fucking getting like info from them and lore and whatever and whatnot. One of them said something about the love box. Remember?
Yeah. I wish I wish I had a girlfriend Or if I had a girlfriend, I'd put her in a love box and we put good use to her or something. Yeah.
That's what it was. It was something like that. I was like, what the hell?
Because I remember I got the love box and I was like, wait, did it say what I thought it did? And because I like pressed X real fast or whatever. And so I went to look at the items and sure enough, it's a love box. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I put it on and I was like, it's pink too. Right.
Yep. Yeah.
A pink box.
Yeah.
A pink love box.
Yeah. It's super, super weird. But yeah, the other thing that changed big time too is the CQC mechanic. You can now like do these badass, what is it, 3 combo?
Yeah, you can chain up to 4.
Yeah. 4, yeah. It's pretty fucking satisfying, honestly. I don't know if you got a chance to use it yet, Chris, but
I've used it a couple times, yeah.
other than the tutorial section of it, which is the beginning of the game. But yeah, it's pretty satisfying for sure. But yeah, as far as like game concern, I think that's most of the stuff that I can think about right now, because we can start going into what happens.
I gotta say though, one of the things I do love about this game is when you throw someone against the wall, it looks so cartoonish because they look like stick to the wall for a second before they fall down,
like Smash Brothers and shit.
Yeah, I love it so much.
Just like a slow sliding down the wall. Yeah. Like, they need to put like that rubbing against glass sound effect.
Yeah. Yes.
They're being squeegeed.
But I thought that was a good little addition in their little Easter egg or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Attention to detail, I guess.
German, enlighten us with the story.
All right. I'll start off actually. So yeah, you start off on a rainy fucking day, on some beach somewhere, and there's a bunch of soldiers, training out in the beach, and it's a pretty cool scene. Big Boss shows up, right, and he's trying to light. That's what's funny. In the very beginning, he's trying to light a cigar, and for whatever reason, his lighter isn't lighting, so he just doesn't. He smashes the sign and it shows "Les Invent" or what is it? What is this one called?
I don't remember what it says. Soldiers.
Yeah, San Militant San France or some shit like that. Frontiers. And anyway, so he walks to the beach, and then the soldiers are like, "Oh, the boss is here. He's like, he's gonna teach you how to CQC or some bullshit." By the way, whoever this soldier is, I actually kind of like him a lot because he's very he's a drill instructor. I like how he's so demanding of you, and at the same time
yelling.
Yeah, but at the same time he's very respectful towards the boss, towards Big Boss. He's because when you fuck something up, which I'm sure you did, right, Chris? And he's that's not right, try it again, boss. But it's just, I like this guy a lot, and it really sets the tone for like, these are hardened soldiers, man. These aren't pushovers. These are guys they're out here in the rain just getting fucking tossed around like fucking ragdolls, and which I do think is funny. The first guy that you fuck up, he's like, "Hey, boss," I don't know if he says something random every time, but he's always like, "Thank you, boss," or "It's a pleasure," or some shit like that. Like he's thanking you for kicking his ass. Like, "Thank you, sir. Can I have another?"
Militaire sans frontières. Sorry, I stepped away for a second. And I couldn't correct you, so it sounded like you're about to say Militaire San Francisco or something.
Well, me, I can't read English, let alone fucking French, so. But anyways, yeah. So this is your little training section, and you get to learn how to play, and you're like, cool. All right, so you get to learn how to play, and then that's when you get Kaz shows up. This is the first time we meet Kaz, and he's like, "Oh, we got guests. This is an important story technically," because he goes, "What did he say? Is it time to move?" And he's like, "No, it's not our friends up from Langley, right? So it's Washington." And he goes, "Oh, these are other friends. I brought them here." He says, "I brought them here," and then that's where you get introduced. Oh no, then it cuts from there, right? Doesn't it cut? I'm getting a little confused. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't remember exactly how it goes. Doesn't it go immediately into the mission now?
Yeah.
Oh no. You do talk a little bit to this guy, don't you? Yeah, you talk to this guy. Oh, because that's where he says that you sit down in this table, and he's asking again. I'm sorry, like
no. Yeah. So Galvez.
Galvez, he gets introduced.
Yeah, Professor Galvez says that they need help in what is the country? Costa Rica?
Nicaragua? Costa Rica. That's what's kind of weird about this. Like,
yeah, it's
they're asking for help from you because there's some,
because Costa Rica can't have a
military.
Yeah, they're like Japan. They can't have a standing army. They can't have
exactly, but there's a lot of soldier, like a big armed force, and so they're like, obviously they're like, this isn't normal. It's backed by somebody. We need your help. There's a lot of talk about like, oh, it's fucking the CIA is the one that's behind it. They make a deal, like pretty much like they get this offshore base in exchange for this help, And this is where he mentions pause and
well, no. I don't think he mentions that. He offers them that if they want it. And yeah, they're like, who's the fucking girl? And he's like, this is my student. She's studying about peace. I'm teaching her about peace and stuff. And you can kind of, and like, I get Big Boss kind of can tell, like, you're kind of using this girl to fucking get us to help you. Mm-hmm. But we're not going to do this because it seems like you said, if it is like the CIA that's occupying Costa Rica, then we would definitely be making enemies of our homeland. Remember, we were trying to figure out what the fuck it was. It's not our motherland, not our fatherland. It's our homeland.
Yeah.
And so what's his face? Yeah. Snake.
Sorry, that's the question.
Oh no, I was gonna say Snake doesn't like want to do it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're right. There's some kind of cutting at some point where you end up on the beach.
Yeah.
And it's just like a little section that you break open the door.
Yeah. That's the weapons training.
Grenade.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a fucking scarecrow or some shit that you shoot, like a little target.
Yeah.
Just you can shoot the coconuts too. Pretty again, squeezing the hell out of the PSP, because that's what I'm playing on, remember? So
yeah.
It's pretty darn cool.
And then when you get to that gate, Miller talks to you again and like, okay, we're going to continue this mission. And he says, you're doing it for her, aren't you? Mm-hmm. And that's when it cuts back.
Yeah.
Because you kind of assume like, okay, Snake's doing it for Paz. Is that what's going on?
Yeah. And that's when you cut back. You're right. So here's my little Easter egg I want to throw out for you guys. So in the trailer that we were watching, when what was his name again? Galvez was talking.
Yeah.
I was like, that voice sounds familiar. And now that I hear him talking here, I was like, this motherfucker sounds so familiar. Like, where do I know him from? So I looked him up, and let me get his name real quick. So I knew I'd heard his voice before. He does a lot of voice acting, a lot of it. His name is officially.
We only want to know unofficially.
Steve Bloom. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna name one character off that maybe you guys will recognize from. Do you guys remember Toonami?
Did he do Tom?
He's Tom. He's Tom's voice.
Dang.
From Toonami. Yeah, he's Tom's voice from Toonami.
Huh.
And he does a shitload of voice acts, but he's also, for me, the one that I was clicking for me, I was like, I know this fucking voice. He's fucking Master Bill Reiser from Neo Contra. In Neo Contra, he voices Neo Contra, or Master Contra, whatever the fuck his name is, Bill Reiser. Yeah.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome. So yeah, that's
he voices
cool.
You.
Yeah, I know. He should take over, man. But anyways, that was the little Easter egg that I was like, dude, that's dope. But yeah, he's Tom from Toonami and a bunch of other shit. Like, I was going down this list like, dude, this guy does a lot of fucking work, dude. And not even like full blown like center character, main character. He just does whatever, man. He's like Tara Strong, man. Whatever the fuck they need. He's like, all right, you want me to say shampoo, and that's it.
Speaking of which, Paz is Tara Strong.
Yes, exactly, Tara Strong. There you
go. And who's that?
Tara Strong.
Yeah.
We talked about her last time. She does a shitload. She does Powerpuff Girls. She does fucking Ben 10.
She was something else in fucking Metal Gear before this. I just can't remember.
I'll look it up real quick. But yeah, she does a
that Bloom guy. Does he also voice? I had someone someone in my stream asked if he was the voice of Leon Kennedy from RE4 Resident Evil.
Oh, maybe. Let me see.
The remake or the regular one?
I'm not sure.
Steve Bloom. Let me see. Maybe
Galvez. I don't think so, dude.
Resident Evil. Let's see. Steve Bloom. Yeah, the characters. Oh, he does Spike Spiegel from freaking Cowboy Bebop. I'm not seeing it on here. I don't want to.
It would be like a top one if he was.
Yeah.
No, it says just Greg Glenn from what I see from Resident Evil something. Degeneration. Oh, that was Degeneration X.
That was an animated movie.
Oh, okay.
Like a CG animated movie. But yeah, you going through that beach is actually you leaving MSF at the beach.
Oh yeah.
Because it looks like you took the deal because Miller says, we can finally leave this dump, because he's it seems like Miller doesn't like not having like a central place because they're always moving.
That's what it makes it sound like they're always moving. Yeah, because when he says it's time for us to move again, and he's like, no, not that. And then he's like, dude, it'd be nice to have a place away from not prying eyes, but pretty much like I guess international waters, or like where no one can fuck with us. You're a sovereign nation, if you will, almost.
But Snake's against it because he's like, I don't want to make a nation like we're we're hired guns.
That's true. I'm saying this. I don't remember out of context. I don't remember at what point. It might be around here. He's like, yeah, man. But if the CIA, because they're questioning why for this small little rebellion or what the fuck's going on, there's tanks and choppers and I mean just tons and tons of personnel. They're like, there's something more going on. So then they're like, oh, maybe nukes, because somehow that gets brought up. And then he's all like, yeah, we gotta like put a stop to this, and Snake says something along the lines of like, yeah, but what if we end up becoming the fucking the bad guys pretty much, like it's just kind of like a little like hint,
Right, yeah.
It's like, what
is
if
this how
we
it
end
happens?
up yeah. What else happens
remember
here?
there's future games, remember? Big Boss is the bad guy.
He's like, what?
Yeah, but we're playing as a bad guy, don't forget. Or are we?
Yeah, Cons even makes it a point, which everyone always calls it out on this one, is when he says like, finally we can leave all that bullshit at San Juato or whatever portable ops behind
San
us.
Geronimo.
Yeah, San Geronimo.
So this distinctly confirms that portable ops is canon.
That portable ops happened. Yeah.
Yeah. San Geronimo was that whole thing in portable ops. So Kojima, you can say whatever the fuck you want. It's just because you didn't make it. Oh, it's no can't go fuck yourself.
But
go fuck yourself.
But yeah, the missions are pretty straightforward. They're just really quick little small sections. Nothing too hard. Personally, I didn't have too much of a hard time. I was doing perfect. With my claw. Oh, and with another fucking handicap. Not only am I clawing this motherfucker, but for some reason, and I did this with portable ops too. There's some bad dead zone bullshit going on with my joystick, where like if I try to run diagonal, he won't run. He'll just like kind of half crawl or like half scoot. So I was like, and I just put up with it on portable ops because I was like, whatever. But on this one, like I was doing pretty good. And I was like, yeah, not going to get caught. And sure enough, like when some guy was like, huh, what's that? And I try to run away. He starts fucking walking slow and I get fucking caught, right? Like, okay,
it's a PSP thing because it happens to me too.
Yeah, that's what I was looking into it. And that's what it ended up being, I guess. I guess only PSP or PSP PS thing?
Emulating PSP.
Emulating PSP, yeah, that's what I thought.
Because when you do it physically on the PSP, there's no problem.
They won't do that. I thought so. So anyway, I had no problems with just this whole section. They're pretty straightforward. Again, that was me. Chris, how many times did you die and what went wrong?
we haven't even finished the story at the beginning.
Oh, well, yeah, well, sorry. Well, you sneaked in this little jungle section, then you flash back, right? And that's when you
flash back and and Snake and Miller talk about the fact that Galvez isn't who he says he is. He suspects Galvez is KGB. Mm-hmm. And so he calls Galvez out on it and fucking he's like, okay, well, let's get to the fucking point. I need you guys to fucking do this shit right here and there. And yeah, I brought the girl over because, it'll probably help me with convincing you guys and whatever and whatnot. But, Snake is still opposing this whole thing. And Galvez says that they recorded something while they were out there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
And this is the most fucking important thing here. German.
Sorry, I thought it was the next scene. I thought it was the next section.
But yeah, he's like, oh, he introduces Snake to this crazy new innovation called the portable cassette player.
Yeah, no shit.
From Japan, the original Sony Walkman.
Was Sony around back then? 1973?
Oh yeah.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Sony invented the Walkman.
Well, I know they did, but I mean,
yeah. Anyway,
well, they made Betamaxes too, didn't they?
Betamax, yeah. Sony Betamax.
I would imagine.
Oh shit, Sony's been around since 1946. Okay, I wasn't sure. Just curious.
They're like Sony actually stands for something, and I can't remember what it stands for.
Yeah, German. It was around before PlayStation.
But yeah, he plays this audio for him because he's like, we think we know where. Oh, Paz was out there with a friend, and they're trying to find her friend. And he says, we got a recording, and we think we know what location this is based on the birds that are around there because they were fucking bird watching or some shit. And he plays the thing, and it's just like, oh, is that a Quetzal?
I think it's hella funny. Yeah, these guys are fucking good. Remember we talked about that too.
And, Kaz just knows that bird.
Not just Kaz, but even Snake was back in Portable Ops when he's like, based on the humidity, I'd say 23 degrees north, blah, blah, blah. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. I mean, it's like the boss. She knew that he lost weight by the sound of his voice.
Yeah. These guys are fucking experienced. Yeah. So, anyways, they hear something in that.
Yeah, he hears something, and they play him the audio, and he's like, "Yeah, so what?" And then fucking Galvez like turns it up. He's like, "Listen closer," and you can hear like some British woman asking some other woman questions. Like what happens if the snake tries to bite you? And it's just like I shoot it. Blah blah blah. And then at a certain point, it just goes Jack, and that's when Snake realizes that's the boss's voice. And so that's pretty much what convinces him to take the mission, because Galvez is like, we have confirmed that voice is of the legendary hero and criminal, the boss.
Yeah, he calls her criminal. Yeah, he goes, "Your mentor and criminal," right?
Yeah, not hero. Sorry, mentor and criminal.
Yeah,
and so that's why even though Snake says, "I'll do it for the girl, I'll do it for Paz," but that's what Miller was asking at the beach. He says, "You're doing it for her, aren't you? Not Paz, the boss." So so that's when we get dropped off into our first mission, which what is the first mission? I don't remember. The one you were just talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Just get to the jungle. Honestly, that's all I do. Because you're trying to make contact with the rebels, right? That's what you're trying to do at first.
I think so. Is that the first mission? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I believe so. You're just trying to make contact.
Chris, you were there for 3 hours. What did you have to do?
The first mission actually wasn't too bad. A few people sneaked by. And that was it. I don't remember what the goal was.
It was just so the first thing is you get to like this house. That's when you get that first interactable cutscene, right? Or the first, CQC cutscene, if you will. And that's when all of a sudden, and then you see this, this thing just starts singing or talking like in this very like
the singing robot,
and you're like, what the fuck,
Is that the first mission?
Yeah. It's right after
pretty early on. I don't know if it's the first or second. Yeah.
Well, the first mission is, the cutscene happens and then you get dropped off where they teach you how to crouch and whatever, and then you end up in that little yard or that little area with all the shipping containers.
Yeah, that's in that house. That's where it happens.
Oh, okay. So after he gets to the shipping containers, then that cutscene happens. Okay, this is where you find the love box and that guy attacks you and you fucking stun rod him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then that cutscene happens.
This is where the news get brought up because apparently he's looking at these things. Well, I don't know how we're supposed to know what they are, but they're clearly like shining. And then during the conversation, he's like, they had a blah blah blah, cards. And he's like, oh, for radiation, that means nukes, So they're like something else is going on,
What?
But anyways, that little thing is nukes. Flying. very. What's the word I'm looking for? Eerie, right? I find it a little eerie.
The singing?
Yeah, the little fucking the little robot, the fucking robot singing this weird song.
I don't know. I find it soothing.
Soothing. I find it ominous because I'm dude. It's to me. It's similar to 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3. Freddy Krueger, 4. He's.
It's funny. Jesse was singing that the other day, just out of nowhere.
Yeah, dude. Like that's so funny how I forgot all about that song, and I was like in Freddy Krueger, and we'd always
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
That's scary. That's a scary song.
That's funny because the first thing I thought of was Sunny.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Her singing.
It sounded similar. It was not the same tune, but similar. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yep.
I didn't get that funny. I got eerie. I got scary. Like, oh hell no! Like this thing's possessed or some shit.
German turned on all the lights. He's awesome.
I thought it was funny. Yeah, I was like, oh, a singing robot. That's interesting. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Also, kind of reminds me the Touchcomas, fucking Ghost in the Shell. You guys ever watched the Ghost in the Shell? The robots they had like also like an AI. Yeah, the show. I think the show. They weren't in the movie.
No, I didn't watch the show.
No. Okay, yeah. That they were called Touchcomas, and they had a voice like that, like very like a childlike voice for some reason.
Okay.
And they were just like little kids in a fucking robot. Yeah, it was fucking weird because they'd be like, "Get out of the way, please!" They're fucking mowing down people and shit.
Yeah. So actually, after that mission and that cutscene and everything, does anything else happen in that mission?
No. Well, you talk to Kaz. You talk to Kaz, and that's when I think that's when he mentions that something's going on. Is fucking we gotta do more than we gotta actually look because this could cause a big thing if this could be a second human missile crisis or some bullshit like that.
Right.
Again, right place at the wrong time kind of bullshit. You know.
So actually, the lore thing that I was talking about does get introduced here already. It's just you have to look for it. So, Chris, before you go on missions, you can go into the briefing files. Where it like tells you to prepare your camo and whatever.
Yeah.
There's a spot that says briefing files. That's where you can listen to the tapes.
Oh, okay.
So the tapes is how you gain extra information and more background and lore about like characters that you know, possibly Miller, possibly whoever. So if you're interested in that, you can listen to them whenever you want. You don't necessarily have to do it before that mission. Like as long as the tape has been given to you or put in your inventory or whatever,
it's yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's yours to listen to whenever you want.
Okay.
One other thing we didn't, I forgot to mention was, so does the game for you guys? I'm sure it does give you the option to turn on like auto aim or not, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you can change that to, for you guys, what is it? Did you have to change it for the codec calls? Because Miller kept telling me to call him anytime. I'm like, where the fuck is the codec call? I knew it was different. I just couldn't fucking remember how, or I must have skipped it.
Codec calls are in the start menu, aren't they?
Oh, well, there are. Or you can fucking, for me at least, I can map it to my select button, and then I push it, and it just, they're live codec calls now. They changed that. They're no longer like a stale screen that you just sit there and fucking go through codec calls. You just push select, and it's like, hey, boss, like, yeah, watch out for this, watch out for that. They're just kind of short and simple to the point kind of codec calls.
Like in real time.
Yeah. Also. Yes, which I like, and I also miss the other ones. I won't lie, but yeah. I do like them. But yeah, check that out in your options, Chris. Maybe then, because that's what it does for me. Like, because I remember doing that, like when I first played this, like making these quick, like just walking around, just constantly spamming call just to see what they say, And
yeah, I changed mine to select also. I don't remember what. I don't even know what the auto aim button is now, just because I don't use it. Because if you turn on the auto aim, it pulls the camera behind Snake, and like I don't know, it's like it locks onto their heads. What does it do?
It tries to lock onto their heads, but it'll also lock onto random shit too, barrels and fucking all kinds of stupid things.
It's more of a nuisance than anything. So I don't.
Honestly, I think they kept it, but it was made more for the PSP because of the whole missing the right joystick. Yeah, but yeah, even I'm like, nope. I'm not using it. I had it for a little bit. I was like, nope, I'm okay without it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense on the HD remake for sure. You just aim, you'll shoot, right, Chris?
Yep.
I want to watch the VOD now.
It was a disaster. Anyway, yeah. Second mission is what is it called? This is contact the Sandinista Comandante.
Yeah, that's where you go meet up with your contacts or your informatives or some shit like that.
Right. Yeah. So you go.
These are people that are fighting. Yeah.
Informant.
I like your bum bum down. You know Informant? German?
Oh yeah. I do.
The white rapper Snow?
Yeah. I don't. He's white. I don't know that.
Yeah. I used to be able to say exactly what he said, but it's so fucking hard. I like your bum bum down. That's the only thing I know.
Like that one song by Savage Garden. What is it?
Truly Man.
Oh my gosh. I can't think of what it's called.
Awesome.
But it's a something. I have chicken cherry cola or something like that.
Oh, damn it. Every time I close my eyes, I don't know if I need you.
Yeah.
Ooh, but I'm dying to find out.
Yeah. You
don't know that one, German?
No.
That's who is it? Did you say Soundgarden?
Savage Garden.
Savage
Garden. Oh.
Yeah. Something to the sound, but I close my eyes. Yeah. Like a cherry cola. Yeah.
No one knows those lyrics. But we all know the song.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the hook. Like, ooh, wow.
Okay, I gotta look that one up, and now I gotta go back and listen to all the tapes as well too, because I was like, where did the tapes come in?
Yes, they're in the briefing files. Yeah, I was kind of trying to remember, but that's where it is. I forget that you can go in there whenever the hell you want.
Yeah, as you progress, you'll unlock more tapes.
Yeah,
I would like to say that without having to tell you that, Chris.
And sometimes you won't get other tapes won't show up unless you listen to certain tapes. Mm-hmm. So you'll listen to a tape, and then you'll notice like a sub, like kind of like a sub menu pops out, and it's like, oh shit, like there's another tape, and it kind of like it starts sucking you in, and you just kind of like sit there and start listening to tapes. Yeah, now, I did that in my last playthrough.
Can you listen to these in missions? Because you can bring a Walkman with you on missions. I haven't done it.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Because like that's the only thing I hate that I'm thinking of right now is like I have to be in that menu to be listening to these tapes, and I'm like, then again, I don't think I'd be finding a boss while listening to these tapes either. But still, I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, in MGS4 you could pick your like Chris was just listening to music when there was like parts where they're like it could totally killed the ambiance and everything just by listening to whatever song he was listening to. But
cuts in or something.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, you go past like a truck area, the swamp area, and you end up in like a little what's it called? It's like a little like a marina, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? There's like a pier and like a little
got that little warehouse building or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, and there's like a lookout. And so you got to take out all those dudes and then get to a certain spot, and then that's where you meet the Sandinista, who is
what's her name, Chris?
It's Allison, isn't it?
Son of
Is it not? Oh.
Try again.
You're right letter. More Latin.
Amanda?
There you go.
Yes. I don't know why I remember that as Allison.
Yeah. But yeah, you meet Amanda, and then she fucking I forget what she tells you, but she gets fucking abducted by one of the damn
little
thing.
Little cipher.
Is it the little ones or the big one?
Yeah, it was a little one.
Yeah, it was a little one.
A little cipher? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. And then like
which apparently these exist since before MGS2.
Right.
This is as far back as we've seen them, right? Because they weren't in Snake Eater.
No. Well, that's what I was going to say. Is hold on, because she doesn't get taken. Chico does.
Oh,
it tries to take her.
It tries to take her, and you shoot it down, and she falls down and like breaks half her body or some shit. No.
It tries twice because it gets her once, and then she cuts herself free.
Oh, that's what it is.
And she falls down. That's when she like breaks her ankle or whatever.
Ah, okay. I couldn't remember.
And then it grabs her again, and then she falls and like lands on her back.
Damn, twice?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
They call it something too when they call it like a monster. What do they call it again? Colibri, maybe.
Yeah. Which means what, Chris? Just kidding. It means hummingbird.
Hummingbird?
Colibri?
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
You speak Spanish, German, right?
It doesn't mean I know every fucking word in the dictionary. Hey, what's ginger in Spanish?
Ginger?
Nope. There you go, my friend. Jengibre.
Jengibre?
Yes, and I only know that.
I think I did know that, yeah, but
I was so mad because long story short, quick tangent. I said no bullshit today, but just a quick one. I was making sushi a long time ago, many years ago, and this lady, Latino lady, she's like, yeah, she's like in Spanish, she's like, dame jengibre. Like, huh? She goes, jengibre, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I was so confused. I'm like, what do you want? Like really confused. And she looks at me.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
She's getting a little snobby with me, and she like grabs her whatever person next to her's plate, lifts it up and points at the gingers like jengibre. And I'm like, ginger. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. I'm sorry. And she's, so I was like, yeah. I was like, my bad. And also part of me, I'm a nice guy, so I was like, oh okay. And then she has the nerve to tell me like, yeah, learn what it's called or something like that. And I was like, well, I do know what it's called. It's called fucking ginger, but I'm sorry I didn't know it in Spanish. I was like, I'll fucking learn it for you because you don't know what it's called in English. I can say the same thing for you.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I'm like, jengibre. So anyways, what's hummingbird again?
Colibri.
Colibri. Ooh, that's cool. I never knew that one.
No, colibri. Yeah. Otherwise, you're almost saying snake.
Oh, colibri. Yeah, I also learned.
Shit, you fucked me up. What is snake now? God damn it. You fucked me up.
Culebra?
Culebra. Always remember fucking Sarah Connor in Terminator 2.
Oh yeah.
Siempre como culebra.
Como culebra.
Yeah. Anyway,
what's funny about this is when she takes Chico, when the machine takes Chico, Amanda aims and Snake is like, don't. Like what? Like you'll hit him or what did she say? Like
no, she wants to shoot him down, and he's saying like he's too far up. He's not gonna survive.
He won't survive it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but here's what my question is: what is she gonna hit? The fucking rope?
I think she wanted to hit the
little cipher.
Yeah, the cipher.
I had a rope. But but that's what I was saying. I was like, wait, man, like how the fuck is she gonna like shoot him down? Like, okay, maybe if you hit the cipher, sure, but we shot it with the rocket. And that blew it up. Now, I don't know. I just didn't think like a gun would do much damage. But doesn't she reveal like she's like, because he's like, he'll die or some shit. And she's like, better that he died than to be tortured or some bullshit, Because there's some talk about being tortured by the CIA people, I'm assuming that, or something. That's what's kind of weird. It's like, the CIA. Yeah, they keep throwing a bunch of Spanish words in there that are kind of funny, and these aren't like, this is obviously different Spanish. This is
this is Costa Rican Spanish, so I'm sure they have their own what is it, Chris? Vernacular.
Vernacular.
Yep, their own vernacular.
Yeah. So what is that? Not just vernacular, but even proper words too. You know, like
what is vernacular in Spanish?
Good question.
Fuck, I do know the word for slang, but I can't think of it.
But you know the word for vernacular?
No, I know the word for slang. That's different.
But
I'm gonna have to look that up. Hold on.
Look it up on my.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
But yeah, so you can replay any mission or only the side missions. That's what I don't remember, because I said I only did the bare minimum because I'm sick and tired. Do you guys know? Can you replay any mission?
Vernacula or vernaculo?
No, coloquial, but that's Spanish.
Our producer says any mission. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. Because I was wondering, like, since you can just constantly just get a shitload of guys, then like.
Have you heard the word jerga?
Jerga? Nope.
Yeah, that's not correct. That's Spanish. No, we're fucked. Yeah. We'll never know.
Slang. I don't know. Oh man.
Sorry, any mission for what?
If you can replay any mission, our producer Senor Bacon said yes. Any mission can be.
Replay any mission? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Did you guys get some of the prisoners, Chris? Did you get the prisoners out? It's like the few.
Yes.
Did you find any?
Okay. I've got 2 so far, I think.
Okay. I think it's funny when they get evacuated, they fucking celebrate. It's funny. I ain't gonna lie, no one would be screaming Yahoo if you get pulled that fucking hard. I mean, you'd be happy you're saved, but but
do you extract Amanda here in the cutscene?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, because I remember, like you said, you wouldn't be celebrating because she fucking complains about it, about being fucking.
No, Chico does too later on when we get there. But
because he was like, "I'm glad you made it there safe. You did this to me."
Yeah, I'm fucking broken because of you. That's all with that cutscene, right? She does inform you though that let me see, I'm trying to think. Well, you got to go get him, basically.
Well, she tells you as well that the old plantain or some shit that was a front for drugs.
The banana place.
Yeah. And this is where you get your first quote unquote boss battle. And I say that like the tank battle. This is where you get the tank battle.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
No, because there's. Hold on.
Well, you go. Yeah.
I think we skipped something because mission 3 is pursue Amanda.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Amanda doesn't fall down yet. She hasn't been broken yet. No, you follow Amanda.
Oh,
okay. She hasn't broken her legs yet. I knew that. I knew we were missing something.
Okay. So Chico's the one that gets taken.
Yep. So you pursue
Amanda doesn't get taken yet. So then you pursue Amanda. You kind of like backtrack a little bit, and then there's a bridge. Backtrack. Chris, how'd you do on the bridge?
I did fine.
Okay, there's a bridge.
Yeah, I was able to get by everyone. That guy, I just darted him and then went by.
Okay.
Yes, I did too.
And then here's the area with the prisoners. Yes, okay, this now makes sense. Which is kind of like a little like a shaded area. Chris, what'd you think about the Fulton working with the roof over your head?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, they just go through the roof? What? Yeah.
So there's that. And then I guess here's where we get that cutscene where she almost gets taken, but you get her and she breaks her damn leg. And then it's the armored vehicle, which Chris just fucking breezed right through.
Mm-hmm. Of course, it's boss.
It's a boss. But everything else. Just
normal soldiers, civilians, I can't handle that.
I will admit, I forgot like how what's the word I'm looking for? How not reckless, I guess is the word I'm looking for here. This motherfucker don't give a fuck, dude. He runs over his guys. Like, dude, he was dude, he Tokyo drifts.
It doesn't kill the kill.
Drifts. Yeah, he does though. Doesn't kill the kill. Yeah, he fucking drives like he wasn't stale. When he's driving this tank. What was it called again? ATVs or something like that. When we go back to our history, what was it called?
Wait, no, what were we talking
about? Like what fucking Drebin drives?
Oh, shit!
It does remind me of those. Yeah.
I I know what you're talking about.
I'll find it. But anyway, the point is like, yeah, it wasn't like slow and fucking like APC.
Right.
This APC like vehicle, like he fucking guns it. He fucking slides around, breaks a bunch of the onstage environment. Yeah. So I was like, oh shit. Like I did not know that. I thought I was gonna be safe behind certain things. Nope. He fucking goes right through them like shit.
Even the wall to that semi closed off building, he'll break that wall.
Oh shit! No way, really?
Yeah, he'll shoot that wall down pretty much. So you can hide there for a little bit, but he'll eventually get through it.
What I did was and this was before I had fixed my whole controller issue. I was playing, right, and so the second wave of soldiers he sends out, I was far away from them, so I was like shooting them, I'm trying to quote unquote snipe them, and I hit the guy that comes out with a grenade. I didn't know that, so he actually drops a grenade in front of him, so they were fucking in their own smoke grenade. So like there's even that kind of battle realistics where like if they have a grenade in their hand and you shoot them, they will fucking drop it, or there's a chance for them to drop it. So I was like, dude, that was kind of cool. Yeah. So like I said, I was doing really, really good my first time. And then like I said, just that whole diagonal just kept fucking with me. And then finally I just died. I'm like, okay. So then I spent like a nice like 20, 30 minutes like trying every setting so I can, get it right where I want it. And it's pretty good right now. It could be better, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you get discovered, you can't capture the tank. Like he won't come out.
Really?
Yeah, because you have to get rid of all the dudes.
Yeah, that's how I did it.
Mm-hmm. You have to get rid of all the dudes, and you can't get discovered because otherwise he won't pop out.
Huh. I want to say I was discovered, but I captured. But I don't know. As I said, I tried it like 3 times, I think.
He will still come out, says our producer. How do you get him to come out even afterwards?
I shot the tank, the gas tanks. That's what I did.
Oh, that's right. That's right, because you disable him pretty much.
That's what I did. Okay. So I shot the gas tanks, and because like I said, at first, like I said, I was kind of pissed. I was about ready to restart the mission because I was like, what do I do? Because like you said, I was discovered. So I'm like, so what am I supposed to do now? I'm like, there's no more guards, and
why
shooting, and I have no grenades.
Yeah, the reason I think that is because I go in with non-lethal weapons, so I can't shoot the tanks.
Oh, the fucking gas tanks.
And Miller will, at the beginning of the mission, he'll be like, hey, are you sure you're going to be able to take this down? Like, you're going to have enough ammo or whatever?
I think you're right. I didn't do it this time, but I think I
remember doing that. And then if you get discovered, he'll be like, you might as well just fucking restart because you're fucked. So if you don't take if you only have non-lethal stuff, you cannot get discovered. So yes, that I just have that in my brain because that's how I've been playing this game. It's just like, how can I make this game even harder on myself?
What? So here's my question on these bosses. Why the fuck is there like 2 life bars? Like
I don't think it's like 2 life bars. I think that's
just 10, the aesthetic choice.
10 little life bars.
But so they just kind of stack down like okay. They tick off differently than what I'm used to. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching the gameplay right now. Because I always
it is weird that they went for that aesthetic, but yeah.
Yeah, I always thought it would be like one continuous life bar, and I was like, first you see 2, so you're like, oh, one's lethal, one's non-lethal, and it's like, no, but it's the tank. You're like, what the fuck, and then like I would see the lower bar like half empty. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, Also, they add these. This is a new to us as well. Oh, this is totally. Actually, I just realized that it's 100% copied asset from Acid. The damage indicator. Huh? The damage indicator is like when it tells you damage 500, damage 5. Like when you see them and shit like that. Stun. Shit. Like it's almost like copy and paste.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it is very similar. Huh?
Yeah. This is from like Acid straight up because like it's the first time we've seen damage on a non-card based game.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So this boss battle here.
So I'm kind of looking at screenshots, and it looks like some of those bars pertain to different parts of the tank.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm confused about. I won't lie to you. We'll figure it out.
Because in my brain, like it always
tick down, up and down,
from the right to the left,
and on a top down kind of style, right?
No,
because that's what it did for me. That's why I was so confused.
I think it depends what we're hitting.
Oh,
because the screenshot I'm looking at here. Let me copy this. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you. It's kind of small, but like you see, some of them are fucking red, and then some of them are empty. Did that happen to you, Chris? Like, look at this other screenshot. Like he has them. Some of them are empty.
What the fuck? Yeah. See, I've never ever saw that.
Me neither. For me, they empty from right to left. And I guess from bottom, so it does it starts at the bottom right, and then does the top right. And then
that's what it did for me.
Yeah, okay.
And that's why I was always so confused. He's got a hack. Yeah, it was always so confusing. Now, again, that makes some sense that it would be parts, but I didn't experience that, and I definitely didn't see what you see on there. So
yeah, because when I would shoot the tanks, the gas tanks, it didn't. It feels like that would make sense. Like, oh, okay, this part
gas tank is this chunk, yeah,
but it doesn't do that.
The turret pertains to this chunk, and wheels pertain to this chunk. Yeah, that would make sense. I didn't see that, but then again, I wasn't trying to aim for sections because I was like, I don't care, just shoot it. I just wanted it to pop out, so that's what I did.
Okay.
But that's something to test.
Yeah, because for me, I go for a completely non-lethal run. So that means I have to get these guys to come out, knock them out. My strategy is to make him run them over so that it's me that it doesn't count. I didn't do it. They fell into the Hudson River, dude. They drowned on their own. I didn't kill them. And then the guy finally comes in, and then I can fucking. But I think it calls for backup twice.
For sure for me.
Really? Yeah. I feel like it's once. Well, once or twice. Either way, that it's once. I think, right?
I think just once. He does it again, but for me, no one came out. So yeah. By the way, there wasn't no difficulty, right? It was just start the game, right? It didn't say like.
Yes, there are no difficulty levels in this game. Yes, I think it only calls for backup once. So that would mean a total of 8 soldiers that you for sure have to take out.
Yep.
Before he finally pops out. Right, Chris? He only called for backup once for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I say, he did it one more time, but there was no one left, which was he was like,
okay. I think I do remember him saying like, "We need backup," and then nothing happened. Like, where is everyone, or something like that? Yeah,
like no one left or some shit.
Yeah. What weapons have you guys unlocked so far at this point? I think it's just like I
got the 1911.
I got 1911. I got some kind of little noob tube cannon, some kind of sniper, a couple things.
You're able to level up your Mark 22, I think.
Yeah, my Hush Puppy once. I got the Fulton leveled up once.
Chris got potato chips.
I got potato chips too.
Tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips, that's what it is. Yeah.
Tortilla chips.
That's right. We're in Costa Rica. They're tortilla chips.
And they are the Lord's chips.
They are the Lord's chips.
The Lord's chips. Dude, I gotta watch that movie again. That shit is pretty funny.
Don't you know I've been having diarrhea since Easter's?
No bullshit. No, but yeah, so yeah, you fight this fucker. Yeah.
And so Chris thought this was checkpoint.
Oh, really?
He's like, this is checkpoint, right? And I'm like, no. I'm like, main mission 5. He's like, oh shit. And then, so we have to go rescue Chico. This is when you get medical team.
Yeah, because Amanda's fucked up.
Yeah, because for some reason I had it in my head that you guys told me the first boss battle, but then I remember, it's a rescue mission.
Rescue somebody.
Did say when you rescue someone. That was,
yeah.
But by the way, when Amanda's laying down there, did you zoom into her? You don't see her undies, but you can see how
it shows her broken leg and everything. Yeah, I thought that was cool.
It's pretty broken, dude. It's not just a little snap. She's fucking shattered that shit.
Yeah,
she'll be all right.
Well, most of what people call broken is a fracture.
A fracture?
That's a broken, yeah.
No, and by the way, now that I remember, I was going to make fun of this section here and be like, yeah, man, if only she was wearing high heels, she would have been just fine, right, Chris?
Exactly, yeah.
Like fucking Naomi,
well,
right?
She fell more than 15 feet, though.
Shut the I still love how you just nonchalantly said, like,
and she was
15 feet. That's not a big. What the 15 feet? I was like, Chris, I jumped 5 feet and my fucking knees hurt, dude.
I mean, in Chris's defense, Amanda was falling. Naomi was jumping.
True.
So she had intent to land.
True.
Amanda was caught by surprise.
Although I do like when she's telling Snake to shoot her down, he's like, but you'll get hurt. Yeah. She's like, do it anyway. And then he hesitates, which means she's even further up now. Higher, either do it or don't. Don't hesitate. But I get why they did it. But yeah, it's just like, just do it.
Yeah. Like Keanu Reeves and Jeff Daniels in Speed. He's like, shoot the hostage. Yeah. Okay. You shoot Jeff Daniels. There you go. Sorry, that's my recent memory. We just watched it a couple days, like last week. And I was like, oh yeah, this movie's fucking radical.
Yeah, I love that movie. But Speed. So then you go to rescue Chico now. And this is, I know I missed an Easter egg here. I want to know if you guys got it. When you got to go peeping into fucking blue doors.
Into what?
Blue doors.
Oh, yeah.
I remember there was one that was like, ooh, what's that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them was like, Mommy? He's like, nope, not this one.
Yeah.
And one of
remember that, yeah.
I was like, is it this? I knew there's, I was like, is this Chico's door? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. And I like looked in and it's like, Chico, that you like, fuck. I'm like, oh, well.
And this is the first time you encounter a sniper, too.
Oh, yeah. On the way there, you're right. We kind of skipped that. That was kind of cool.
Right next to that little train.
Oh,
little
train. By the way, that was another. Yeah, there's a prisoner on that train, too.
Yeah, I got it.
I was going to say this. I was going to say this is stupid. I get it. I know it's war and everything, but it's like, that is not very fucking safe at all, man. Fucking target practicing while you got fucking friendlies down there just walking around. Like,
Yeah.
I would not be down there if I was them. That's all I'm saying, dude. I don't know how they're so calm, just chilling there while there's a dude sniping right next to them,
Yeah, they're replaceable.
It's Frank. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Chris, if you need to look in your inventory and grab the analyzer.
Okay.
The analyzer lets you kind of like use it. Use it like a scope, right? And you point it at certain enemies, and it'll tell you what rank they are and what they're good at.
Okay.
So that way you can know whether they're worth getting or not.
Right.
Like early game,
do you slit their
just grab
throat or do you
everybody.
fold them?
Yeah. Like early game, just grab whoever you want. Like at later game, like you start picking and choosing. Like, okay, is he worth it or not?
Yeah. Because I was
just going through the first couple of levels. I was just going through, got to catch them all, and just
pretty much.
Everyone I came across, just either knock them out or dart them and send them up.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty soon you'll have like full staff and just a bunch of people that are no good at anything. And you're like, God,
yeah. You're just sitting there be like, dismiss. Yeah. Yeah, no, that analyzer comes in handy later on, so you can definitely be like, he's good. Yeah, it really becomes fucking Pokemon because you're like, and it scans in and it's like, oh, fuck yeah, S rank fucking R&D, let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, you get to this last area with those blue doors, like you said, German. This is where Chris was like, I don't know how, but he was just stuck here for a while. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Just take out the guys, fucking look through the doors, and then we get introduced to Chico formally, right?
Yeah, formally. I wonder. Hold on, quick question. I wonder if with like mods, if you could put yourself up on that hill, would the game let you Fulton that dude, that sniper?
I feel like there's a way to
cheat, like
not
out of bounds it,
but no, I think
have him come down.
Oh, I know exactly how to get him, actually, but I cannot say. I can't spoil. I don't even know if German's ever gotten that far, actually.
What the? Okay.
Yeah, there's a way to get anybody, no matter where they are. Let's just say that.
Okay.
I don't know if the producer knows. Does the producer know?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's interesting. But yeah. So, what happened with the blue doors? So, you just got stuck there, or what?
Just kept dying, dude.
Oh no, I just kept dying. Yeah, kept getting caught, and yeah. Funny enough, the area where he was, I didn't realize there was a blue door there. And I went around the whole map, the whole perimeter, went through all those blue doors. And he's like, there's got to be somewhere else. I was like, what the heck? Where is he? And I looked at the map. And it's got a little yellow dot there in the center. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me.
Does it tell you on the map exactly where he is?
After I looked at every other door, it must have, because it's like, this is the only one left.
They're probably like, dude.
Right here.
What's interesting is the blue doors. Fuck, I was gonna go with this. Oh, so yeah, so there's no other than just little dialogue. There's no like actual other Easter eggs in these blue doors. Like nothing Kojima like funny or stupid happens. No, right?
Not that I remember.
Not because I know there's something later on coming on, and I wonder if we'll get it. So or who will get it.
I know what you're talking about. The trucks.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
There was one where like there was some funny noises happening and stuff like that. But
yeah, there's some weird shit going on now.
Yeah. Some tomfoolery.
Gotta be some.
I mean, that's basically that part. What is the cutscene with Chico though? Is this where he tries to get the cigar?
Yeah, that's where he lights the cigar. And Chico's kind of crying because like he was caught. Oh, because they keep treating him like a child, and he's right. He's at the end of the day, he's
not a child. He's a 12-year-old.
Well, he's a rebel. He ran drug runs with his father. Which by the way is dead. El viejo, or what do they call him? Viejo, mi viejo.
Yeah, mi viejo. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
my old man.
My old man. Yeah. So he died at some point in this game here.
So their dad, because they're brother and sister, right? Amanda and Chico.
Uh-huh.
Their dad was the original. They're the
Amanda's a girl.
Yeah, no bullshit. Their dad was the original commandante of the rebels, and so once he died, Amanda took over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we skipped a little section where she says like, oh, they don't call me commander or whatever, they call me Amanda, because she feels like she hasn't earned that title yet,
yeah,
or something like that, and
like
call me Snake,
yeah, and he's like,
which she actually says,
yeah,
in one of the cutscenes,
yeah, she does. And then she goes kind of in a similar boat. He's like, dude, it's like they try to protect me like I'm a child, but like
I've seen some shit.
Well, yeah, and he's like, dude, they try to hide these drug runs. He's like, they were drug runs, and he goes, I get it. He goes, you had to do this stuff to not fuel, but yeah, to support your guys' cause. It's like sometimes you had to do shit, and he's like, are you gonna? Pretty much, he tells him like, I guess again, I don't know when he got caught and when he squealed. I don't really understand that part of the storyline because he feels bad for, I guess, telling on his compas as he always says it. His compas.
Yeah,
so he wants to die, and Snake's like, all right, I'll fucking kill you then, and so he's like, all right, I'm gonna pull this trigger, if that makes it better or some bullshit. And what happens? He shoots the picture of Chico, and he's all like, "This today's the day you die. You're born again. You're nuevo hombre," or whatever he says it, hombre nuevo or some shit. Which is pretty funny to hear David Hayter say some Spanish words.
Speak Spanish,
it came out perfect too.
He puts effort into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
even when he speaks like Russian and all that stuff. Yeah.
Unlike Chris.
Sí, me gusta mi pantalones con gana y queso.
Con arroz.
Arroz con leche? That sounds good right now. I'm sick. That cinnamon sounds really good right now.
Yeah, that'll open up your sinuses.
But yeah, so you kind of have these. Here's this heartfelt talk with Chico and the heartfelt talk with Amanda, and they're looking up to Big Boss and going like, "Oh my God, this is a guy that."
Wait, don't they say when he opens the door? Don't they think it's El Che?
Yeah, they say something about like El Che or something like that.
Yeah, do you know who that is, Chris?
Mm-mm.
El Che was the Costa Rican revolutionary, wasn't he, or Cuban?
Cuban, I think.
Cuban revolutionary. That's right.
Revolutionist. Yeah, he was
You've probably seen like his image where it's just like this dude with some like curly hair, kind of like Snake Plissken in Escape from LA, but with a beret. Actually, you know what? He looks like fucking Cuervo from Escape from LA.
Yes, he does, dude.
Now that I think about it, holy shit, yeah. So I'm sure you've seen that image of that revolution.
Yeah.
That's Che, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Oh man, that just fucking clicked with me. That's funny.
Yeah, but
I'm sure they did that on fucking purpose. Make this guy look like Che, dude.
I'm kind of watching the footage just to refresh my memory here. And Snake goes, "How does the cargo get to the mountains or some shit like that?" He's like, "Cargo? What cargo?" It's like, "Let me ask this again. How do you get shit up, supplies?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, the cargo we get." It's like, bitch, you already knew what the word cargo was. Why did you pretend like you fucking didn't? But anyways, yeah, no, you get the speech with Amanda and Chico that are supposed to paint Big Boss in this like benevolent kind of image.
Saladin.
Which I'm already kind of like, we as the player, if this isn't your first Metal Gear, you already fucking see Big Boss as that character. So I do have a little issue as like why they tried too hard again, but whatever. Nonetheless, because again, according to Kojima, Peace Walker never happened. So I mean, Portable Ops. So I guess we have to see that all over again or some bullshit.
I mean, I guess it's like his way to show us that he has a presence, that people just kind of like they're in awe of this guy.
Yeah.
The way he carries himself, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get you. No, you're right about that. It's, but yeah, so you learn like where like the trade comes in or some bullshit. I don't fucking know. But the point is, yeah, you shoot him, you shoot the picture of him, and then you're like, here, like stand still or some bullshit. You put the fucking Fulton on his ass.
Yeah, and he complains about it when you get back to Mother Base, because you got that a little bit after, right, Chris?
Yeah,
you got a little bit of cutscene where, well, not the cutscene, but the Codec Call where he's like, you fucking put me on this balloon, and
yeah.
Would you agree if I told you? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's checkpoint right there. I was gonna mention one more thing. What options do you have in your menu right now, Chris? I'm trying to remember. You have Mother Base, you have staff, you have R&D.
I think that's it. I have because Mother Base, and I can from there I can do staff. See, I have the soldiers, the mess hall, R&D,
Intel. I'm assuming
Intel.
No. I mean on the main page.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's mother base, mission, and what's the other one? Save, I think. Save and some other things like options and stuff like that.
That's the window all the way to the screen all the way to the right, and the screen all the way to the left is the missions. But in the center screen, there's like staff, R&D.
Look that mine up real quick because I don't know.
Trying to think of what the fuck. I can't get a goddamn screenshot of that, whatever it is. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just curious.
Well, I was gonna say, on your guys' version, there is no co-op, right? Or is there?
There is for me.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
Okay.
Is if he's unlocked that yet?
Oh yeah, it's told me that I can do co-op or I can do single. Yeah.
Okay.
From the beginning, pretty much.
So,
okay.
So when you go into the mission prep, I think there's a way to turn that on. I have no idea how to get that going. I'm gonna see if I can figure it out because I tried doing it like between my PSP and my PS3, and no luck. Like I couldn't find any like way to do a lobby or something like that.
Yeah, it's telling me that I need PSN in order to do it, but I'm not sure if I can. Does that transfer over from PS5 and PS4, or does it different?
PSN, so it should.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should. Yeah. If it didn't, that's
so maybe that's why I couldn't do it because I'm definitely not paying for PSN. Well, if you guys can do it,
I can't because I'm on the PSP.
Yeah,
and I'm on emulator.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, maybe I was gonna say in this the PP in the RetroArch, there was an option I was looking at. I was playing around.
Yeah,
with it.
NetPlay is a whole nother fucking
another beast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a NetPlay.
Chris and I really got it going with the NES.
Oh really? You guys got that going for the NES? That's cool.
Yeah, but it's like super choppy. It's like really weird
and really really slow.
Yeah, whoever's second player, like there's lag.
Oh really? Is that where you had to punch in the MAC address and stuff? Because I saw that, I'm like, oh shit.
No, what did we have to do? We had to.
I don't remember.
There's.
I think we had to do port forwarding, didn't we?
We had to. Yeah, we had to do some kind of port forwarding, and then there was also like basically a website that hosts like mini servers, basically.
Oh really?
And then when you host, like it creates this little mini server that like Chris would be able to see, and then he could join it.
Yeah.
It was really weird. Like it took me like a week to fucking get it running, and then when we finally did, I was like, "This sucks."
You know what's weird about that noise is when you and me did that fucking Ocarina of Time 2-player mode.
That shit worked fine.
And that shit worked fine. Yeah, that's fucking a more demanding game than the NES.
Well, it's not really about the game. It's about the software behind the multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
So because that version, like that's I don't know. It's just the way they made that software, that multiplayer Ocarina of Time. It just works a lot better. I think they're depending more on client side data and not really sending the exact position to the other player. I think that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's something that's like, okay, no, the other player needs to see exactly where the other player is, it's like it becomes a little laggy. I don't know shit about that stuff. See, that's why I'm gonna try to get my cert so I can understand.
That's networking.
Nah, that's never programming. Fuck that. I'm abandoning programming. That shit's when I like the more I read all this stuff, I'm like, why the fuck did I go this route? Why did I go the programming route? Like, and I think about it, and I think it, and I want to blame like my friend because my friend was like, yeah, come to fucking college with me because I was already like, I don't want to go to fucking college. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And he was going for graphic design, and he's like, dude, this college I'm going to, they have like programming on there, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm kind of getting into like HTML. Like that's like the most I knew is HTML and some JavaScript, which is like real basic, just like web design stuff. Yeah. Like, yeah, they have programming, and I was like, oh, okay, and that's what I went for. And I mean, I'm glad I learned all the shit that I did, but that's not at all what I should have done. And like ever since I graduated, I've always been like, what do I do with this fucking degree? This has nothing to do with the things I know how to do really well. You know, like I ended up like tutoring at the community college, which was literally like the A+ certified type stuff. You know, like people are like, how do I do this and how do I do that in Windows? And I was like literally doing that. And yeah, I can't believe it's taken me this fucking long, but it's all good.
This is really going to age us. But do you remember with MySpace when we could edit the HTML for that?
Oh my god! And then there was full websites that are like, copy this and paste it in there.
Yep, you put in what you want, the background, the song, all that kind of stuff.
Like, and I'm a hacker,
dude. I did that shit on my own because I was like, fuck all these like websites that are doing this shit for you. Like I did mine was so fucking decked out. I wish I had like screenshots of it, but I had like music that would play fucking right when you came in, and fucking you could change the tracks and whatever. And
yep,
it was nuts. I had I had so much stuff on there. And
yeah,
I remember
I learned some of the basics, and I messed around with some of that. I didn't learn like a lot of detailed stuff, but yeah,
it was so unsafe because you could run like client side scripting and stuff, and you could totally fuck people's computers up.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you could put JavaScript straight in there, and like it didn't. The site didn't stop it until like way later when they were like, "Oh, we need to not allow people to do this because there are people who know what they're doing who could fuck people's computers up."
Mm-hmm.
I remember I did one that actually made people's CD players pop open.
How you fucking like ghost?
Yeah, they would come into the page and it would just like pop their CDs open. They're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, haha, I gotcha.
You should have done was that shit
such a harmless
spaghetti?
prank, but
yeah.
What was it?
Because I would never know most of the time until somebody would be like, "Dude, some fucking crazy thing happened when I went to like your page and my CD player popped up." I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy," and I'd never acknowledge it. I'd be like, "Well, that's nuts."
No, you know what? You don't know. You know what I was just trying to say. I was like, "What's that thing called? Spaghetti? Something? Like creepy spaghetti? Creepy pasta?
Yeah,
you should have made your Facebook before creepy pasta. Like, oh, there's this haunted Facebook, not Facebook, MySpace page.
Yeah.
Click on it, the hard drive opens, and you're like, what the fuck?
Oh man, yeah. Those were the good old days. The old 2004, 5.
Yeah, 2003. Yeah, 2000. I don't know when it was.
For sure 2005, because I was hanging out with a certain friend of mine at that point, but I don't know when MySpace started.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that and Facebook were around the same time, but Facebook was the Facebook and it was exclusive to universities only at the time before it really popped off. And now we have a lizard running that whole operation. He's a weird looking mofo, dude.
Yeah.
What, on Facebook? I mean, MySpace?
The Zuckerberg?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Tom
isn't
around anymore.
Tom was a normal human being, and he was my friend. He was my first friend. The Zuck, he won't friend you. He's a bitch.
He won't friend you.
I'll send him like a million.
I love Tom's
requests.
Facebook picture too. I loved his profile picture.
Right, like someone caught him and he's like, "Hey."
Yeah.
I feel like that's the picture of him creating MySpace. That's
probably.
Like, oh, we're about to click the launch button.
Probably,
like, we're gonna launch it right now. Click.
Yeah.
What's funny about that is like I made one. I don't ever use. They never used it, but I remember I had one, and freaking when I was like looking at it, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And my friend's like, "Oh, that's Tom." I'm like, "Who the fuck is Tom?"
Yeah,
like, oh, that's the guy who made it. And I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "So what? He just puts himself on everyone's computer or whatever." He's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Well, that's bullshit." I'm like, "And I can't remove him." I'm like, "Oh no, you can remove him." Like, then why the fuck is he like, I don't know, just because. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I didn't remove him just because. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll just keep you there.
Yeah. I feel like everyone had that same reaction. They're like, I mean, he did make this platform and we're all kind of using it. So, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Not that he ever, shared anything.
Message to you. Yeah. And like I said, and he could have made it just at least in the early stages of like, you can't remove him or something. Nope. It was just, yeah, you can right out as soon as you start it up, just remove and that's it, But yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
He was a tutorial friend.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
You can, like, yeah, I feel like Clippy from Windows would pop up and it'd be like, do you want to remove Tom as a friend? Let me help you with that.
Fucking Bonsai Buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the most famous malware. Yeah.
Oh my god. I downloaded a bunch. I'll tell you that.
That was the Purple Ape, right?
Yep.
There was also Merlin.
I remember Merlin for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, Merlin. I feel like there was one
that was
more.
when I was
there was like a parrot. There was like a parrot.
Barely remember the parrot.
I do remember that. Yeah, but
but yeah, that's when I was stupid and didn't know. I thought it was cool. I was like, look what I put on my computer.
Yeah.
She was like, what does he do? I'm like, oh, you can ask him stuff.
Yeah. He answers like a third of the things you ask him.
Yeah.
Just know what the fuck to do.
And then you tell him to close and he wouldn't close.
Yeah, he'd come right back.
I would uninstall him and then I'd get suckered right back into him somehow.
Yeah, I'd be like, I miss my buddy.
Oh man.
Jesus.
There was another version of that I really liked. I had to rebuy this because obviously as a kid I like sold all my PC games and stuff, and I found it again like on eBay. And I was like, oh, I want this. Like obviously I can't install it on a machine now, but do you guys remember Dogs with a Z?
Dogs sounds familiar.
There was also Cats with a Z, and basically it was a program. It could run in its own window, right? And it was like a little. It was like your house, and there was a shelf with its toys, and you could feed them, and you could fucking brush them and whatever, and you could have like multiple dogs, and then they even made one that's like, oh, you can have your dogs and your cats together. But like the best part was that you could actually make that window disappear, and your dog would just live on your desktop. And so you'd always have like, there would always be like the dog bowl and like some toys like just chilling there on your desktop, and you know your dog would go away, but every once in a while he'd fucking come in. God damn, he was distracting. Like it's just like you're trying to do shit and he would just come in and you're like, all right, I'll play with you, and then you're just fucking playing with him for fucking hours. But yeah, like let me see if I can find like a screenshot. I just want to show you guys.
But, no, I don't. I think the name sounds familiar, but I don't think I ever downloaded it. So maybe my computer can handle it. I guess I had a shit computer.
Yeah, I guess they even did like one for like Game Boy Advance and the DS. But yeah, I totally remember.
That's what I was gonna say. Nintendogs.
No, that's Nintendogs. But yeah, it's they got the idea from this shit.
Oh, really?
But yeah, here's like a little screenshot of like them like that. But then you could totally make that desktop go
what
away.
The
fuck? Yeah, and they were almost like 3D like, because they were made out of like spherical shapes, right? So they were like they were just circles, but the way they moved made them look like they were 3D.
Okay.
So yeah, that was.
I remember. I don't know if I told this story before, but I think it's just funny as hell. My cousin Abraham, he would play fucking Club Penguin, and he would troll these little fucking kids. I remember I came home one day and I'm like, "What the fuck are you playing?" He's like,
and then he ended up on the sex offender list.
No. He was a kid too. We were all kids, but he was on the. I mean, he was the older kid, you know. And I'm like, "Club Penguin." He was like, it's kind of fun, man. You play mini games and coins or whatever the fuck you did on there, right? And then he was like showing me that you go to this one zone and you threw a snowball at this thing, a bell or some shit, and you'd get like a free coin for the day or some bullshit, right? And he goes, check this out, man. And I guess he discovered, or he knew there was like a hotkey, like Control S or something like that for snowball. I don't remember exactly, but the point is he would just massive spawn snowballs, and so no one else could throw snowballs in the lobby because they were still trying to load his in. So it was funny because, like, you know, we were just cruising around one day, and you know, some kids, like, you know, all of a sudden throws a snowball at him. He's like, "Oh, you had a snowball fight, huh? Okay." And so because the way you're supposed to do it is in game in the browser, you're supposed to click on action, click on snowball, then click where you want to throw, you know? So he goes, "Oh yeah, check this out, Control S." And he's just rap turbo firing. He would throw so many snowballs, he'd walk away and they're still spawning from where he was fucking standing. And so that's what he would do. He would troll kids on like those little, like, oh, hit this to get a free coin or whatever. He would just spam snowballs so no one could get their coin for the day. I was like, you're such a dick, man. I'm like, these little fucking 6-year-old kids can't get their coin for the day or whatever. It's like, no, fuck them kids.
Yep, the old distracting fucking
online shit back in the day.
Yeah, those programs that they had.
Dude, well, yeah, there was MapleStory, there was a bunch of other shit. I played MapleStory so many times, never made it far, but man, Neopets? Did you ever make a Neopets account?
No.
Of Neopets? I did that. I made like 2 of them. I kept forgetting what the fucking logins were. 2 or 3 of them. The one thing I would do, I did a bunch that was really cool. I was a hacker when I did this. Was I downloaded. I didn't make the GIFs. I downloaded GIFs or whatever, Dragon Ball Z GIFs, and I put them on my screensaver. So there's just a constant battle going on my screensaver on my desktop. So that's what I had all the time, and I didn't know it was kind of slowing my computer down more than it already fucking was. Until one day I was like, oh, maybe because of all this shit in the background is running slow. so yeah, that's what it is. Not doing. I just had DBZ fighters fighting everywhere, and my sister, what I was like, dude, like, the fuck? It's the family computer. I'm like, that's cool, man. It's Dragon Ball Z. Everyone loves Dragon Ball Z, man.
Yeah, I put another thing in the chat. That's the Simpsons cartoon studio.
I never saw that. That's cool.
Yeah, basically you could direct your own episode and edit it up, and yeah, that was another time waster right there. But yeah, she was hell fun. And I just found that Dogs is on Abandonware. Oh my god, I'm downloading it right now.
Dogs. Oh, it's gonna run so fast on your fucking computer.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fucking running at who knows how many frames per second. That's why I got this card, man. That's why I got this graphics card, so I can play Dogs.
Yep.
The whole so you can play finally.
I
can play Dogs the way it was meant to be played.
I'm gonna turn RTX on Dogs. Realistic fighting.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. Well, our next checkpoint is going to be the real first boss, actually. Because I feel like that armored vehicle was mini boss.
Yeah, I definitely a mini boss, 100%.
Yeah.
So 5 more main missions, and
okay.
Yeah, so this mission also has the word battle in it.
Okay.
So you'll oh wait, no, hold on. Shit. Another mission there also has another battle word on it. So
I mean, you'll know what's a boss.
yeah, it's an obvious boss.
Okay.
Yeah, so once you it's like I said, it's the 10th mission, so it's 5 more main missions. And yeah, it's obvious. So that will be your checkpoint, Chris. Make sure you wait till the last minute like last time.
Yep.
And rush it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any last any thoughts, predictions on anything upcoming?
Yeah. I'm kind of guessing the first boss is going to be that singing robot, but it also seems a little too soon for that. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, we did skip one tiny thing. Chico mentioned that up in the mountains there was a monster. Pretty much what he said. And it walked on 2 legs.
Yeah.
He called it something. I can't remember what it.
Yeah, some Spanish word.
It's a Spanish word. I don't fucking know. Colibri. What was the other word? Anjonjoli? What would you say?
Jengibre.
Oh, okay. Anjonjoli is that's an herb, right?
Anjonjoli is like a seed, I think.
Oh, it's a seed. That's right. That's right. Jengibre?
Jengibre.
So that's what you would call also a ginger person?
I don't guess so.
It's not just the food.
Yeah.
Jengibre.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. No. They're definitely just un pelirrojo. No, that's what you call them, pelirrojo.
Oh, pelirrojo. Yeah.
Yeah. Just means red hair, technically.
You know what's funny is that's what I thought you were asking. And when I was coming up with the word pelirrojo in my head, then you said this other word, and I was like, "What are we talking about now?" And I was like, "Oh, we're talking about food,
ginger food, not ginger person." Dude.
That's what I thought. You meant ginger person,
right?
No.
Yeah, because I was like, I do know that word. No, but then you said something else. I was like, huh? That's a fucking.
Because I thought you would ask, what do you call a ginger? Not what do you call ginger?
No, he didn't say
ginger.
A, but no. But I guess in my head I heard a ginger.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is I heard what do you call a ginger? And I
no.
That's funny.
No, what do you call him? Chris? A fucking albino, the 10-foot albino.
Yeah, Bonnie's sister said I sounded albino.
Huh?
Bonnie's sister said I sounded albino.
That when she first met him, it was nothing what she thought. She thought he was going to be albino.
And I wasn't white enough.
How do you sound albino?
I don't know. Glenn said I sounded tall too. So what does that mean?
What a mistake. He's wrong.
But yeah, prediction. So you think it's going to be the flying one, huh, Chris?
Yeah, the singing robot. Yeah.
Anybody sus? This is a Metal Gear game. Here are the characters: Kaz, Galvez, who was already sus within the first cutscene, and then was found out to be someone else. Oh, well, I guess he did admit that he is KGB, basically. Yeah. There's also Paz, Amanda, and Chico. I think that's all we know right now. Any of them sus to you?
Not yet, but I'll keep my eye on them.
I'll keep a good
eye. I think the person I wouldn't say I'm sus of, but if I had to choose, it would probably be Amanda.
Amanda, okay.
Yeah, and I don't have a real reason. It's just if I had to choose, it'd be her.
Okay.
Oh, call it sexism, I guess.
No. And I was gonna say, going back to that whole like fucking. I've never seen Snake so not desperate, but just kept trying to light this fucking cigar. I mean, like he's like what the fuck? And then fucking Galvez comes in with his hand, turns it on with his finger. So
right, that's not a glove, Chris.
Yeah, that's his hand. Yeah,
it's a robotic hand.
It's a robotic
prosthetic, a present from his days as a soldier, whatever the fuck he says.
Yeah, and yet he brings the latest technology, a Sony Walkman.
And that's what surprises Snake.
Yeah, what's that? No, not my shoes. Legs. Goddamn this thing.
Sweet. Okay.
Cool. Well, we got our checkpoint. First real boss. Yeah.
If you want to contact us.
Okay, sure.
Unless we have any comments or codec calls or anything.
Oh shit. Now that you mentioned that, thank you for reminding me. We have a comment. I had to ask this person to send it to me because what's it called? They're on Spotify and I can't see the Spotify comments.
Oh, okay.
But this one was for episode 41. It was Guns of the Patriots. Shit, man. I don't remember what this is in reference to now. But it says, best outro for this podcast ever.
Oh, shit. Well,
I'm guessing I fumbled it. Like, what the fuck
Maybe it
happened?
was when you did the intro and the outro together. I don't know.
Man, I don't know. I kind of want to like.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 41.
Let me know what it is because I want to know.
Let me see. I'm gonna go find it real fast. That was a while ago. You could also join our Discord. Absolutely free. Come in, hang out. It seems to be a growing community, which I'm happy about. People talking and stuff. You could also find us on the socials, not the facials. The socials.
Oh.
Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Threads, Twitter, and TikTok.
Twitter?
Pixel Benders, and you'll find us with our little PB red and white logo. If you also like to support the podcast, you can do that through Patreon. You get live access to the pod report. I feel like there's something else, but
Twitcher facials,
yeah. That comment was left by your sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Remind me, there's also one for Monster Hunter from her as well.
Okay.
But yeah. Well, it was there. You heard the outro guy from the past. All those things.
Yeah.
The email's different though. fans.pixelbenders@gmail.com. We're not on the facials anymore. We're only on Discord. But no more
facials for us.
No more facials for us. Yes, but yeah, like I said, Patreon if you'd like to support us. Live access to recordings, early access to episodes. You can be one of our guests, and you also get bonus podcasts like movie reviews and commentary. And Chris, we got to get on that.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. That was German.
Two cops are hitting me.
Yeah. So I was. This was Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. I was your host, Luis, codenamed Red Noise.
And I was your host, Master Contra.
And I'm Dammit Chris, aka Blue Rhino Boss.
Kazuhira Blue Rhino. Oh yeah, Kazuhira means peace.
Didn't we have a new code name for him that we can bring up? I hella forgot.
Did we?
Yeah, we were talking about it like a couple meetings ago or something. I don't know. We'll come back to it.
When it was just you and me?
I think so. Yeah. In that episode. And we said, we'll remember to fucking tell us.
Yeah.
We had a new code name for him.
Fuck, I'm going to have to listen to that again. No, you listen to it. I've already fucking listened to it once. Twice. God damn it. You listen to it, find it. Tell us next week.
Okay.
Listen to at least one episode. Let it be that one.
Yeah. And we say we weren't going to forget. We're like, we hella forgot.
Yeah, I should have wrote it down. Always. Anyways, goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao.